and sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Festa 67's workshop. Welcome to issue number 68 of Legends of Ferrari F1, the die-cast 1/24 scale model collection from our good old pals at DeAgostini. Now, if you'd like to grab these for yourself and start collecting these, head over to their website. There's a clickable link in the description below. Pop, and you too can start collecting these. So what have we got this week? We've got the Ferrari D50 from 1956, driven by Peter Collins, folks. Let's have a scope through the magazine, and then we'll come back. We'll have a looky-loo at the model. Great evolution, it says there. The race car derived from the Lancia of the same name. Proved to be balanced, fast and efficient. The Modena-based team tuned it for the 1956 Formula One World Championship and achieved 5 victories in the 7 races in which it participated. 1 with Luigi Musso and 2 with one Manuel Fangio and another 2 with Peter Collins. Go. Looking rather sculpted there, isn't it, as it's coming round the corner? Beautiful looking machine, though, I must admit. Information and blurbage there about the car, what it achieved. Unforgettable Sunday there they are on a big old banked circuit. Be so nice to see a banked circuit in the Formula One calendar, wouldn't it, folks? Yeah, I know Zandvoort's got a couple of banks, but just imagine the car coming around a big old banked circuit. It looked mint. Bit there about Peter Collins himself. Some blurbage there on the D50. It says, after joining Maranello team, the English driver proved to be as fast and efficient behind the wheels. He was polite in his dealings with others. It was no coincidence that Manuel Fangio won his 4th World Formula One title thanks to his enormous sportsmanship. However, it was only Collins' only chance to achieve glory. He died 2 years later. That's tragic. Some more blurbage there. Loads of information. There he is with Enzo himself. Last Grand Prix there was Germany of 58. Oh, bless him. Yeah. And then you got a profile there of Araldo Scolati, and he's above left with Peter Collins himself there. Loads of blurbage. Give the magazine a read, folks, and you'll find a hell of a lot more out about the drivers. Yeah, he was killed at Nürburgring. Oh, bless him. Crashed into a tree. So there you go, folks. That's the magazine done. We'll put that to one side. When we come back, we'll have a looky-loo around the model. See what we got this week. And there it is. In its case there. Arrives in a nice, sexy display case. I keep the covers on whilst I'm filming, just so that I don't scratch the outer acrylic. Got the Ferrari badge there. And you've got Ferrari D50, Peter Collins, from the year 1956. So what we'll do, we'll get this out the case and we'll have a looky-loo. And there you go, folks. Look at that. Hey. Oh. Torpedo shape there at the front then, no wings. This was the pre-wing era of Formula One. But it got big old torpedo shape there coming along and rounding off at the rear. Then you got your big old side pods squared off coming out along the side there. Treaded tyres. Got all your rivets coming up over the top there. So it gives it that very aircraft look about it. Very wide open cockpit there. No seat belts. My God. Got manual gear lever. Big old 3-spoke wooden steering wheel there. A big old metal boss. From the side there, you can see how it comes up, curves up. You've got tiny little windscreen poking up there. And then obviously you got your torpedo shape around the rear coming underneath. Got your 4 exhaust pipes poking out each side there. Big old number 2 there. Wire wheels with the knockoffs on there. Spoked wheels. Seeing how open that cockpit is and no protection whatsoever. But it's a different era of F1, folks. Back in them days. Big old petrol cap on the top there. If you notice, no sponsorships, folks. Car looks beautiful in its resplendent red. There's the rear end view there, that beautifully sculpted shape there, like a teardrop, isn't it, or a pear. Exposed suspension there, all the linkages and gubbins going on. There's the Jaws music view, folks, as it's looming towards you in the background there with its big old open nose there, yawning at you as it comes along, or is it snarling as it comes along? Yeah, all the linkages, etc. there, all exposed. Quick look underneath there, as you can see. Everything sticking out quite nicely there. Quite a flat floor. Exposed little area there. So yeah, it looks absolutely stunning. It really does. And it's the front engine era as well, folks. So that's the base of the engine there. But how clean even underneath the car looks back in the day. All the rivets and everything. Still looks very Chedonista, doesn't it? You know, that British era and Italian era of men in their sheds and stuff building cars, and then Ferrari come along and radically do things differently, and yeah, stunning looking machine. And it's just a bygone era, isn't it? Looking back at the cars of this era and how they're laid out and how very, I wouldn't say flimsy, but how primitive the protection side was for the driver. You know, they would turn up in a very thin cloth boiler suit and a leather hat, a pair of goggles, and off they would go. No seat belts, no protection, straw bales round the circuit, and off they'd go, you know. And this poor unfortunate fella died crashing into a tree at Nürburgring, you know. You wouldn't go out to do that these days, you know, all the barriers and everything and safety, but yeah. This goes to show it was an era of F1 where there was a lot of fatalities. No PlayStation steering wheel. You got the instruments on the dashboard mounted across the top there. You can see there your manual gear lever on the right down in there. Aluminium panels along the side there. Looks like a trellis frame. Chassis going around the driver and everything supported on it. And then obviously a big exposed fuel tank sitting in there. So yeah, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, folks. A wonderful example there of a beautiful vintage Ferrari. And yeah, I must say, there's a certain elegance about how she looks, how she's shaped, you know, and you could almost imagine the guy with the big old drawing board sketching that out, you know, and designing it and it coming to life, you know. Absolutely beautiful, folks. So there she is. That is the Ferrari D50, driven by Peter Collins himself, folks. So if you'd like to grab these for yourself and start collecting them, hop over to DeAgostini's website. There's a clickable link in the description below. But you too can have these on your bench. Also, to help me out, if you could like, share, hype and subscribe with the video, really helps the channel grow. Leave a comment as well. In the meantime, thank you so much for coming in and keeping me company. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Until then, stay safe and well. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.